Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. Well guys, here I am once again and I'm going to give you a little piece of advice which is going to help you with your IELTS preparation. Okay, most of the time we underestimate ourselves. Sometimes we overestimate ourselves. Let me tell you guys one thing, as far as IELTS is concerned, IELTS test is for non-native speakers of English. You and I, we are the non-native speakers of English and we have to take this test. And as far as English is concerned, for some of you, English is the second language, but for many of us, English is actually the third language. First of all, we've got mother tongue. Then we have national language. And in some regions, there are 2 regional languages they have to learn. And then comes English. So, sometimes it becomes difficult for us to achieve our desired band just because of English. But let me tell you, if today you go outside and you see the beautiful, tall, lush green trees, you should think about one thing. Once upon a time, those trees were a seed. All those trees, they were just seeds once upon a time. And today, you can just see a huge tree and it shelters a lot of people and all that. The point is, at this moment, you or your English is like a seed. Try to understand. Those who are going to get this concept, they will be able to get more than their desired band. I'll pray for them. Okay? So, listen. You know, a seed has to undergo a lot of changes to turn into a tree. First of all, a seed has to go in the bottom, in the earth actually, right? Okay, there is all dark, there is all suffocation, but the seed has to go there. And then after a few days, the seed has to split. You know, the process of splitting, right? Seed has to split. And even not only this, then after that, seed comes out and sometimes some seeds are picked by the birds. Now, you are going to decide, your IELTS is a seed right now. Your IELTS preparation, you and your IELTS, both of you, you are just like a seed at the moment. Right now, it depends on you if you're going to nurture this seed. If you're going to tend this seed, it's going to turn into a big tree of 7 band, 8 band or 9 band. Some of my students got 9 in reading and listening. Okay, and one student got 9 in speaking. So, let me tell you how to do it all, right? The first thing is you need to take yourself as a seed at the present moment. Okay, you need to acknowledge, you need to accept, yes, I am a seed, but I'm going to turn myself into a big tree. And whatever it takes, I'm ready for that. Even if I have to split, even if I have to go in the darkness of the earth, I will do everything. I will leave no stone unturned to get my desired band score. To be very honest, I'm not a motivational speaker. I'm just trying to talk to you. I'm going to open my heart in front of you. Okay? So whatever I say, it's from heart to heart. Don't listen to me from your ears. Listen to me with your heart. Listen to me from your heart. And then if you change your heart, your life will change. You know, sometimes your sweetheart changes your life. You get a new sweetheart and it changes, she changes your life or he changes your life and all that, okay? Anyways, now let's see. Always start your IELTS preparation with listening module. And guys, if you are analytical, every time you are practicing IELTS, I want you to be analytical. As you are doing listening, in listening part 1 and part 2, there are many sentences which you can actually use in your IELTS speaking. So what you have to do for IELTS, when you do IELTS listening, there are several things which you can improve. Number 1, you can improve your pronunciation. The way they speak in IELTS listening, try to copy them. Number 2, you can pick up new sentences from there. That will improve your vocabulary, grammar and all that. And number 3, if you pick up those phrases and speak in your language, you will become natural speaker of English, and that is going to improve your fluency as well. But if you are analytical, all these things are going to happen. Will you do that? Absolutely yes. Now, whenever you do IELTS listening, pick up a new sentence. Pick up a new word from there and say, all right, this sentence is useful. I will use it in my IELTS speaking. This sentence is useful. I will use it somewhere in my IELTS writing and all that. Okay? So, seed, you have to turn into a big tree of 7, 8 or 9 band. Okay? Exactly. After that, you just go on listening part 1, listening part 2, and as I say, listening part 1 will prepare you for listening part 2. Listening part, because first level, second, third and fourth step. So part 2 will prepare you for part 3. Part 3 will prepare you for part 4. Test after test, if you analytically take the tests, if you are going to do the debriefing with your mistakes, in each test, what is the mistake? Why is that mistake? What does audio say about it? What did I understand about it? Where is the problem? Once you ask these questions and find the answers, you will be able to rectify your mistakes. And once you realize your mistakes, you will not do them. Have you noticed one thing? We hardly repeat the mistakes. We just know one thing we learned. Now, next time we don't repeat that. Okay, we do it different way. So we hardly repeat our mistakes. The careful people hardly repeat their mistakes. So you're going to learn from there. This is all about listening. For listening, you don't need any coaching center, any teacher, anyone around you. Your mobile phone with all the audios in it, a very nice Bluetooth headphone, right? And IELTS practice material, pencil, and try to solve all IELTS using pencil, right? So there you are. But you need commitment. You need to think like a seed. Today I am a seed. Tomorrow I will turn into a big tree, right? Exactly. And the big trees, they give birth to thousands of trees, all right? So people are going to depend on you. Now let's move on. After that, we've got reading. I know. We are non-native speakers of English. Some of you started learning English in class 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and all that, okay? And we don't read. Yeah, we only say, I love reading and my favorite book is Facebook, okay? So, when it comes to IELTS reading, let me tell you the nature of the passages. We've got passages based on science, research, experimentation, technology, innovation and all that. So for these articles, there is specific vocabulary, there is specific sentence structure which students commonly find hard to understand. Now what to do? In the past, I used to recommend books and magazines and newspapers, but no, I don't recommend books, magazines and newspapers. Before you start your reading preparation, I give you this task, 10 passages, guys. Because whatever you do, you always understand English into your native language. Whatever you do at your level, right? You only understand English into your native language. English into Zulu, English into Hindi, English into Urdu, English into Punjabi and all that, right? So, I recommend you all randomly pick up some passages from Cambridge IELTS books 1 to 16. 10 passages you have to translate using a mobile dictionary from English into your native language, right? Okay, don't change the habits. First you learn and then you can change the habits. So habit is English into your native language, no problem, go on with that. Once you translate, and as you read the passage, you should have a pencil in your hand. Read the sentence, read it loudly, and as you find a new word, underline the word, check the meaning of the word, write the meaning down, and then translate that sentence word by word into your native language. Once like this, you're going to translate 10 passages. I'm not talking about 10 tests. I'm saying 10 passages. So once you translate 10 passages, you are going to be in a good condition and position to understand IELTS reading. 10 passages will give you enough vocabulary, enough grammar, enough sentence structures, enough knowledge to understand such type of passages. Okay, this is all about reading. All right, seed, are you ready to turn into a beautiful green tree? Yes? All right, fantastic. Let's go on. Guys, where there is a will, there is a way. You don't need to reinvent the wheel. It has been invented already. Just try to take your IELTS test and go to your destination country and enjoy your life there. You deserve it, all right? And I'm going to make you deserve that, okay? Now, let's talk about writing this time. Many students complain, how can we improve our writing? Remember, in order to improve your writing, you have two fantastic tools that are going to improve your writing. Number one, IELTS listening. The way they speak sentences in present, past, future, pick up those structures. Pick up those structures. I would like to tell you, we decided to do that. We considered those options as well. Pick up these structures and write them down. Practice and try to use them in IELTS writing. So the first thing is listening. It will impact your writing. Second, in English we say good readers are the good writers. When you translate 10 passages, when you read them, please watch closely forms of the verb, helping verbs, sentence structure, proper subject, verb, object, all these things, observe closely. I told you, whenever you practice IELTS, do everything analytically. If you've got analytical skills, most definitely you will observe closely. A common man will look at the apple as an apple, but Isaac Newton looked at the apple in a different way. See that? So this is the difference. For IELTS, you've got to look at English in a different way and then you will see the difference. So for writing, now these are the few essential things. After that, at the end of Cambridge IELTS books, they have given some good essays and some good task ones. They have given some bad examples also, 5-band answer, 4-band answer. Don't read that. Or you can read it to see that I'm not going to write like this. Just read band 6 answer, band 6.5 answer, band 7 answer, band 7.5 answer. Read on a certain topic and then rewrite on that essay. Rewrite on that task 1, letter or report. Read and rewrite. Read and rewrite. Because what you read, if you read something of good band, 6 band, 7 band, when you rewrite on that, this writing is going to reflect onto this writing. Okay, so this is how you can overcome the problem. Read and read. Now, if you only read and you don't rewrite, then there will be a deadlock. You will not be able to improve your writing. Read and rewrite and then match both writings and check your writing on your own. Let me tell you, coaching centers, some of the teachers, they check your IELTS essays blindly. Anyways, so let's go on. This is how you can focus your writing and improve that. Now, let's talk about speaking. I say IELTS speaking part 1 is fun. And you can find all the possible answers for speaking part 1 from IELTS listening part 1. There is a deep link between IELTS listening part 1 and IELTS speaking part 1. Let me tell you what. In IELTS listening part 1, they generally have question answers. Okay, and these type of question answers, not exactly the same, but such type of question answers are going to be there in your IELTS speaking as well. So specifically, if you pick up sentences, words, phrases from IELTS listening part 1 and use them in your IELTS speaking, you copy accent and pronunciation as well, you will be able to get good band score. This is all about speaking part 1. So, for speaking part 1, there are 16 Cambridge IELTS books. 16 books contain, each book contains 4 speaking tests, and total there are 64 speaking tests. So, you can find anybody who can read English and just tell them to ask you all these questions and you answer. And do all the modules together. Listening will support you in speaking, reading will support you in writing and all that. So try to make up your timetable in such a way that you focus all 4 modules on the daily basis. So these 64 tests are going to be more than sufficient to develop your skill, to develop your abilities. And by the way, I have made videos on every part of Ielts, every corner of Ielts. Okay, I've covered everything. So you can watch my videos related to listening, reading, writing, and speaking. If you follow all these tips and techniques, believe me, I promise you can get more than your desired band. If you follow all these things in the same spirit with which I'm explaining these things to you, giving these tips to you, you will be able to get your desired band. And once you get your desired band, I should be the first one who should be informed about it. Okay, that's great. All the best, guys. Again, I'm telling you, we belong to the developing world and we want to go to the developed world. Okay, so as we belong to developing world, our language is also under the process of development. Our skills are also under the process of development. So if you develop your language skills, most definitely with the developed language, you will be able to reach a developed country of your destination. All the best. I also teach IELTS online all over the world and on campus here in Lahore. If you want to be the part of my online or on-campus IELTS classes, my WhatsApp number is given. You can contact me for that. Asad Yaqub truly wishes you best of luck. Take care. Allah Hafiz.